My name is Biggest, Ernie Biggest, builder of fine stuff. My grandfather's name is Ernie Biggest. My dad's name, Ernie Biggest. Wait, there's more. My oldest son's name and my grandson, Ernie Biggest. You guessed it. Have you ever heard so many Ernies in your life? All of which are carpenters, except for little Ernie Biggest. He's still sucking his thumb. Part of my family, however, is Big House. A little translation goof up when they moved from the Ukraine, of which our name started as Bilikachatka, which means builders of large chateaus. Hence, Big Us, Big House. We build things and stuff. We build a lot of it. Over the last 36 years, I've built all over the world, in some of the most primitive places to some of the most modern places. I've used the most modern tools, and I've also used the most primitive tools, just like you've seen on 10,000 BC, a rock and a stick sometimes. Gotta do what the natives do.
It was a beautiful day, sun beat down, I had the radio on, I was driving.
I've built commercial buildings, I've remodeled high-rises, corporate parks, high-end retail in Las Vegas. I've built restaurants, fast food, fine dining, fancy, nasty, greasy. I've also flipped houses, started when I was 20, and I still do today. Some of them are big houses, Biggest, Ernie Biggest. Some of them are small houses, cousin of mine. Seriously. I can build anything, anywhere. In Kenya, I built entire schools and orphanages out of stone from a mountainside. Mixed concrete from sand and handmade gravel brought in by donkeys. In Tonga, thatched huts made of bamboo, cahoon trees, and simple rope. In the Belize jungle, handmade stones compressed mechanically, hand-mixed cement, rosewood trees cut down with machetes. You want to build primitively? To build primitively in the U.S., it all depends on the terrain. Perhaps we're in Oregon where we're going to use sand from the coast. Maybe some driftwood, we're going to use timber. We're going to use some river rock. If we're in Alaska, hey, we're going to use ice. That's just another building block. New York, again, it's going to be some timbers and probably some other stone. Kentucky, perhaps, we're going to use a lot of shale, a lot of flat rock. If we're in Nebraska, straw, corn husk, perhaps, and Yellowstone or Montana. Maybe it's going to be all stone and mortar. And we'll have hand-sawed, hand-hewn floors. Everywhere, there's different challenges. And what makes it so fun is the challenges. What makes it so interesting? The challenges. You never know what's going to happen. Some might be they're shooting at you. Other ones might be Ebola. Hyenas, lions, hippos, tornadoes, hurricanes, tidal wave. Vigilantism, using an Asian squat toilet. You stand up, grunt, and run. Earthquakes, war, rain, monsoons. I've run into every single one of these challenges. Let me give you a day in the life of Biggest, Ernie Biggest. I get up at 3:30 in the morning, take a quick sponge bath, maybe. Depends. Jump in my truck, I drive 106 miles to get to a project where I'm running approximately $37 million plant expansion to make the wonderful hardy board siding that we all have come to love so much. I wrap my day up around 5 o'clock. I jump back in my truck, drive another 106 miles, only this time it doesn't take me 2 hours, it takes me 3.5 hours because I'm going through downtown Dallas on my way home to a little town called Melissa, Texas, in a gated community where I've moved my family into a 5,500 square foot house that we purchased. And has a pool, cabana, has a big theater, it's very relaxing on 3 acres. When I come home is when the stress really starts. I have 3 boys, 2 teenagers, and an 11-year-old, and they all know everything. Hold on. it gets worse. I have a daughter that's 18 that's very pretty, and from what she says, probably the smartest person in the United States and some other outside countries. Now, my lovely bride comes home who works at a hospital in HR. I don't know what the acronym stands for. It sounds pretty good. But she comes home and she keeps everything in order. She usually has a nice dinner prepared, an ice cold glass of Kool-Aid perhaps. Psych! That don't happen. I come home, I cook dinner. I pour my wife a glass of wine, tell the kids to bathe, go to bed after they read, and then we get some peace and quiet. That's the day in the life. Biggest. Ernie Biggest. Everyone remember, I want to watch Ernie build primally. Ernie who? Biggest. Ernie Biggest. Builder of things and stuff. Remember, Biggest.